Before I start this, let's all like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, double honor to the Apostle Els, a great meal, so real well and teach well. Shalom to the 144,000 men that's pushing and believing His word and all truth and sincerity, and sacrificing their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening, and shalom to the Israelite foreign scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai, and Lord, one this video is edifying, quick and straight to the point. This video right here will be entitled "How to Know the Lord is Dealing with You," and this was one of the topics of the week. Friday, and today's Saturday. This doing this at the camp. This video. I didn't get the chance to respond to it during the week, but, Lord willing, Lord made a way for me to respond to this. This video is entitled this because recently it was a topic of the week, and the Spirit moved me to speak on this. But, the Lord, how you will know the Lord is dealing with you by how the Lord protects you, keeps you out of situations, uplifts you, base you, it's things like that. You have examples and things and ways that shows you how the Lord is dealing with you. Now the Lord will deal with men on every, like for example, Apostle Hargett dealt with differently from a camp leader or so on and so forth. But the Lord still deals with His men regardless. Actually, I'm gonna get the church. Let me see that. What was that? That was Revelations or Romans. Bear with me, Baba Kasham. I'm gonna find that precept real quick. Let me see. Where was it at? Let me see. Where did that go? But yeah, ultimately the Lord deals with men. Flock of the Lord. But yeah, ultimately the men of the Lord are being dealt with on levels that most men, like if you're not of the men of the Lord, you won't be dealt with in the way the Lord deals with you, and the Lord deal with everybody in His own particular way of fashion. Let me see. I gotta find that precept real quick. But before I get into that, I'm gonna grab this precept. Let me see. Flock of the Lord, pasture. Let me see. Okay. This is Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 31. Ye are my flock, the flock of my pasture are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai. Yep, that's what I was looking for. This goes to show that the Lord deals with men primarily. Now the Lord could give a vision to a woman or a dream to a woman, but it's up to the prophet or that man to interpret that dream, and it's an order to that as well. But the Lord deals with men differently from how He deals with women. And the Lord, I'm just making that point now. But the Lord deals with men differently. The Lord show you dreams of things. He showed Ezra's dreams of the last days. He showed Apostle John, not Apostle John, sorry, John the Revelator, or Apostle John, on the island of Patmos, that dream. He showed many prophets dreams. And now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this precept real quick. This is Psalms chapter 37. This is Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear Him and deliver them. And when you fear the Lord in all true sincerity, the Lord will protect you. The Lord knows His men. The Lord knows who fear Him and who doesn't. So when the Lord judges those that are around the men of the Lord that ain't of the truth or in the truth, you will see. And that doesn't just go for the men, but go for the women as well and the children. We're going to see who the men of the Lord are. We're going to see how the Lord deal with those that's been telling the truth and those that ain't telling the truth. And this goes for me as well, you know. The Lord want my love, you know, of that number, the elect number. But Lord, I'm a man of the Lord 100%, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not guaranteed. The elect are guaranteed, but, you know, but that's neither here nor there. But the men of the Lord are going to be protected from things. As Jeremiah 30 in the verse 6 and 7, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Meditating upon that lately, because a lot of men will be turned into women in that day. They will be turned into they'll be turned into those that you would think are mighty, but they're not. And the men of the Lord are gonna have courage. Oh shit, yeah. Spirit not giving you the spirit. Oh shit. Spirit. Oh, let me see. Spirit of fear. Let me see. Oh, it's a feet. Let me see. Let me see. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 1. For Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. And yeah, the Lord's going to give his men that in Jacob's trouble. The power, he did not give us the power of fear, but of love and sound mind. So when things are when things are popping off the page, when prophecies are jumping off the page more than it is now, like for example, when you see people starving, robbing, killing each other, or deleting each other, people guts all over the ground, people jumping off buildings, stuff like that. It's going to be a purge mentality out here. It already is a purge mentality. You seeing people getting destroyed left and right. You seeing cannibalism. I know personally, I never experienced cannibalism. Now, some brothers been to war, so they seen that before. Or not cannibalism per se, but they seen how it is when it's a time of war out here. So the men of the Lord are going to be protected. They won't have the spirit of fear in them. They will be able to endure hardness. And this hardness I'm referring to is the hardness of not being able to have access to the ability and the things you would need. Groceries, clothes, food, water, clean drinking water, a roof over your head, heat. The men of the Lord are going to be known. Because also another thing, Brother Dawada of the Devar Camp, he brought out that the Lord knows Jake don't know how to farm. We don't have farms. There's brothers that don't know how to start a fire. There's brothers that don't know how to fish, don't know how to build tents, so on and so forth. Not every man in his truth, and not even just in his truth. In this day and age, and in this time, now Jake, you know, back like 70, 80 maybe, you know, they had farms, you know. I'm just not... Stuff... Back in ancient times, men had farms. Men had resources. They grew crops, so on and so forth. A lot of Jake don't have that ability now. A lot of Jake don't know how to build a house or build a tent or survive in the wilderness like the Maccabees. Yeah, the Maccabee brothers. Now they knew how to do that back then, you know. But we don't. We've been completely stripped of how it is in the ancient world. Now the Lord's restoring us back to that, but you know, we have not experienced how it is killing the animal for food, you know, stuff like that. Hunting. Sorry, so like it. Hunting. You know, we haven't experienced that. But I'm gonna grab this other preset, then I'm gonna get to my main point. This 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 5. Let me see. Who are kept by the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. And yeah, that's how you know the Lord is protecting you, because he's going to make you known in the last time. He's going to make known who his chosen are, who his chosen men are, and chosen families are. But it begins with the men, and it begins with the elders and apostles GMS, a great millstone. Now I'm gonna get this I'm gonna read a little bit in the Acts real quick, because you know, now the men of the Lord are going to be doing acts. They're going to not just acts of valor, but they're going to be able to get through things. They're going to get through a rock in a hard place. They're going to get through almost dying and living. They're going to get out of situations of being, like, for example, brothers use, like, for example, a brother could be out in the wilderness or whatnot, and you have hundreds of thousands of military troops running after you, and the Lord can make it to where you're invisible to the eye, and the Lord's guiding you through that. Now, this is a miracle, and the Lord performed miracles for his prophets as well, his men of the Lord. So, let me see. This is Acts chapter 16, verse 23. And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely. And yeah, this Paul and Silas, they was cast into prison after being beaten. Who have received such a charge, thrust them into the prison, and made their feet fast with stocks, feet fast in the stocks. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praise unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And yeah, that's another thing. We have our medicine, and Apostle Ricard goes into this a lot. Our medicines are prayer, our fasting, our reading, so on and so forth. Keep your medicine strong, as Apostle Ricard say. Because ultimately, that our fasting and our prayer is our connection, not just for us, but for the body, for our camp, so on and so forth. Who have received such a charge, actually I read that one, verse 25, and at midnight Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and the prisoners heard them. So our prayers, the men of the Lord prayers, are being heard day in and day out. That's another way you know the Lord is dealing with you. Brothers send up curses. And not Eleazar, Alazar, and I forgot the other guy, but that scoffer, that Edomite, he said, do a miracle then. We wasn't given the power to do miracles in this time like we would, like the apostles would have back when Yahushua was on the scene, even after his death. We can't heal somebody right now. By healing, I mean heal somebody, like bring somebody from the grave. We can't do that yet. We wasn't given that power yet. Now, the power, we do have spiritual powers of waking a brother up or teaching a brother, breaking down scriptures. But the Lord's going to make known, make those men of the Lord have powers. Not everyone's going to have powers in Jacob Show, but there's going to be brothers that have extraordinary powers. Now, okay, I use this little reference. Okay, for Hulk, for example. Hulk is a strong being, strength unparalleled. Bullets don't faze him, so on and so forth. Stuff like that. The Lord can make a brother indestructible with superhuman strength, ability, and flight. And let me not say superhuman. A godlike body. In the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord can have brothers have a brother saving other brothers, so on and so forth. Powers like that. Okay, back in this is Acts chapter 16, verse 26. I said 13. This is Acts chapter 16 and verse 26. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prisons was shaken. And yet the Lord had an angel cause an earthquake. The men of the Lord will have miraculous things happen to them. There's always an assigned angel to an assigned brother. That's another thing too. The angels watching and reporting to the Lord as well. So that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open. So this is a so-called coincidence. Things happen for a reason. The men of the Lord are going to have examples like this too as well. And I like reading over this too, because this also shows the faith that you have to have in this time that we're going to be in. The men of the Lord will be praising the Lord, knowing the prayers, praying to the Lord for protection. Day in and day out. And immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands were loosened. And the keeper of the prison, awaking out of his sleep, seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself. So, supposing that the prisoners have fled, because if you let all your prisoners loose, the word gonna be like, what the fuck, But let me see. But yeah, that's pretty much the point. The men of the Lord are being protected and having angels assigned to them, man. And in these times, the men gonna know, our scoffers, the scoffers gonna know, our family members that scoff gonna know. The not just scoffers in general, but all scoffers, all of those that came up against the men of the Lord, on the highways and byways, or somebody you was or somebody that you told the truth to, so on and so forth. They're gonna know. We will know who the men of the Lord are, and it's going to be revealed even more and more so as the times get harder and harder out here. But Lord willing, this video is edifying, quick and straight to the point. Before I close out, I'd like to give our praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, and on to the next one. Shalom.